Yeah, hello everybody. How are you? Here's Mr. Ali talking to you. I hope everybody had a nice holiday and you enjoyed your holiday with your families. Um, I shall upload videos for you in math and science from now on. This method we can call it just like a virtual class or a virtual school. And it is a very reliable way of teaching. You can visit these videos anytime you like in the day. So I shall concentrate first on the math videos, because science videos I shall do it afterwards, because as you know in science we are really ahead in track. And in math we have two books, 7 and 8, and I have to integrate them all together. So it's just like we have double subjects in math as in compared to science. So it goes like this. I upload for you a video. You listen to what I explain for you. I give you homework. You try to do this homework. If you cannot do the homework in 2 days, I shall upload the solution for this homeworks, and you can check them. Just like what we have done for 2 weeks. You know, I upload for you the checkpoints, math checkpoints, and you try them yourself. And if you don't know in 2 days, I'll upload for you the solution for these checkpoints. It goes just like the same way. So today we shall start with now math book 8, angle properties, which is a supplementary subject for the angles properties in book 7. So just relax, sit back and enjoy the lesson. Today we have 5.2 angles properties. As you know before, we did explain this before. You know, the corners, the angles of any triangle, they add up to 180 degree. Any type of a triangle, it doesn't matter is it isosceles, scalene, or equilateral, it doesn't matter. They all add up to 180 degree. This is a rule. This is the first rule we learned before. So what is new today? Today we have this question about the new subject. I think I shall solve this question first according to what we have already learned, how to find these angles, and then I shall go to the new subject and explain it for you, and then I go back to the same question, this one, and I solve it according to the new method. Why? So that we know the difference between the two methods, how we solve it by this way and by this way. And I think this is a better way to learn something very clearly. So we have this question here from page 55, exercise 5.2. In this triangle, calculate the angles ABC. So I took the first shape, which is, he wants to find the angle A here, A. And as you see, you have a triangle here, which have two given angles, 80 and 45. By the way, we call these angles interior angles because they are inside the triangle. And A is an exterior angle because it's outside the triangle, and we shall explain this briefly afterwards. So what we do here, because we know that for the angles of a triangle they add up to 180, I make an equation saying that 45 plus 80 plus x gives me 180. So when this gives me 180, what I have now here, I have only a very normal equation, okay, with numbers, but I have here x, which is missing. So I solve the equation for x. What is the meaning of solving for x? That means I leave only the variable which I want to find or determine the value of in one side of the equation, or I say in one side before the equal sign, and I put everything else in the other side of the equal sign. So it's going to be something like that. X equal 180 minus the addition of these two angles, 80 plus 45, because 180, this is all of them. I subtract what is known until now so that I find the missing one. It's going to be 55 degrees, and we have done some such examples before. So now we come to this here. We did find x naught. I want to find A, the angle A now. How I find A? You can say these angles, x and A, they are on a straight line, and we know this rule. So this red line is the straight line. And we say that X and A are two angles on a straight line. And this is just like a circle. You see here? Just like a circle. A circle starts from 0 degree to 360 degree. A half circle is 180 and the other half is 180. Both of them make 360. So whatever you have here from angles, if you have here 100 angles, it doesn't matter. But what's matter is they have to add up all to 180 degrees. So you see that here? It looks like this one here. It is a half circle. So we have here two angles. If you have 5, if you have 6, it doesn't matter. They have to add up all to 180, but we have only 2. So that means 180 equals X plus A. So A plus X add up to 180 because it's a half circle. So we say X plus A equal 180. Why? Because they are on a straight line. Okay, and it makes up to 180. So solving for A again, because A is the variable which I want to determine how much it is. But I know X. We did find X here. We did find X equal 55. So we have X here, 55. So it is 180. The total value of this half circle is 180 minus the value that we know already, which is X, which is 55. This will give me the value of 125 for A. A 125. Where is it here? 125. Okay. So now, if I like to make a check, small check, which I will not ask you to, this is you can do yourself so that you check if your solution is really correct. You have to add this one, this angle with this angle. It have to give you 180 degree. So X plus A will give you 180. Is that true? This arrow means then. This arrow means then. Okay. For X plus 55. So it's here. 125, I mean for A, sorry, and X is 55 because we did find X angle 55. So you can write it here, 55 plus 125 equal 180. You have to have here 180, not more, not less, if your solution is correct. So now, this is the solution according to what we already know from rules, how to find angles about a triangle and an angle outside of a triangle. Now the new subject is about parallel lines, and we spoke about this also. When we have parallel lines like BA and CY, so I made it here a little bit darker so that you know what I mean, which line I mean. And we write it like that: BA, segment BA, or the line BA or the segment BA is parallel. This is a symbol for parallelism. It is parallel to CY, you know. Then the angles around this area, they have specific features. What are they? Look at them. We have still the same triangle and these angles outside of the triangle. So these angles inside called the interior angles, and these angles outside or this one exactly, the E plus D. This is the exterior angle, the external angle, the same. So now, what we have, the red angles are equal. If A is 75, D is also 75. That is what's meaning by equal here. So angle A is why? Because they are alternate angles. Why they are alternate angles? If you see this line and you see these parallel lines, you see they are in different positions, but they are also just like corresponding, but in different positions. Not here, no, in different positions. That's why they are called alternate angles, and they are between two parallel lines. Okay, why B is equal to E? Because they are corresponding angles, one in front of the other, and also because of these two parallel lines. And we explained before what is the meaning of parallel lines. They are two lines which they never meet together, never intersect with each other. Okay, and they are always apart the same distance. I mean, at this point and this point is the same distance, this point to this point, and this point to this point also the same distance. So along these two parallel lines, always the distance between them are the same. Always are the same. That's why they are always the same distance apart. They never intercept. This is what is the meaning of parallel lines. So these rules now, we took it also before, but it's part of our new subject today. A is always equal to D because they are alternate. See, they're the same color, red, and the B